The 41st Annual Arts Fest is back this weekend, May 7th and 8th, hosted by the Springfield Regional Arts Council. We're so glad it's on historic Walnut Street. It's such a great time, and it's great to see our friends Leslie Forrester, the Executive Director of the Springfield Regional Arts Council, and Robert Briggs, a master potter at the Corvus Moon Studio. Great to see y'all.
Good morning, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming.
Okay, we'll start with you, Leslie.
Yes.
Arts Fest is back.
We're back.
Beautiful weather in the forecast.
Yes, thank you very much for making that happen for us. So we're super delighted to have that.
So what can people expect this year?
We're back full blast Arts Fest. So we'll have about 90 artist vendors like Robert on the street. We'll have about 18 food vendors, so you're not going to be hungry. We'll have beer available, tons of activities for the kids. We have at least 50 performances on 4 stages, so it's a jam-packed weekend.
So, Leslie, do you have different times that people are able to come?
Yeah, so one of the great things we learned last year during the sort of additional pandemic things was helping to control the crowds a little bit, made it easier for the artists to actually talk to people.
Oh, nice.
So we're not limiting how many people we can have on the street, but you can get your ticket ahead of time and know when you're going to be there, so you can schedule what performances you want to see. So we basically split the day in half. The whole festival each day is 10 to 5, and so you can buy a ticket for the morning or afternoon on both days, but you're welcome to stay all day if you're
So it's not
shopping.
limiting you?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's just a nice way to help us sort of control the crowd, and then you can really know when you want to be there to see certain things or certain folks.
And I like that because then, you know, people have more time to visit with people like Robert, and he's doing his thing there, right, Robert?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So tell us about the artists overall. There's going to be a lot of artists. Tell our viewers the wide array of arts going to be available to showcase and to purchase.
So it's everything under the sun. You know, incredible pottery. We'll have jewelry. We have painting. We have sculpture. We have just about every kind of art that you can imagine will be on the street. Graphic designers, some really cool paper, really intricate paper cutting. A lot of things maybe you haven't seen before. So again, you can visit the artist and actually see them creating right there on the street.
Do we have a lot of talented people here, or what?
Incredible amount
We
of
really
talent.
do.
Yes.
We are blessed here to have
wanna
so
try
many
that woodworking
artisans.
now. It's
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Well, Robert, let's talk about what you do.
Well, I guess this is the 41st
Yeah.
Arts Fest, and Corvus Moon Pottery has been doing this show for. This will be our 14th year, and we just love it. Well, I'm biased; it's one of my favorite shows. We set up on Friday. We technically don't leave our pottery out, and because of the wind and whatnot. But then we try to bring it in and set it up on Saturday, and we have a very good time.
So what all do you make? We're looking at some examples here. Let's get some shots of these because it's so beautiful. And what I like too is I like the shiny, almost like it's glittering at me.
It is, yeah.
This is raku pottery. It's not traditional raku. It's more of a 1960s Paul Sojourner type of raku pottery. It's low fire earthenware, so it's mostly artware. But there's a lot of funeral urns and a lot of containers that you can do out of it. You don't really want to hold anything food safe in it, but it's more art pottery. Obviously, the stoneware type mugs and drinking vessels are microwave safe. Blah blah blah.
Are these dishwasher safe?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And this is more a high level porcelain, which is crystalline. It's kind of like jazz hands. It's like what potters go, ooh, you're doing crystalline pottery, because it's a very difficult technique to get right, to have the crystals grow inside of the glaze.
Okay, you're talking about the crystals, the little round circle?
Right, the little orange slices are actually a Wellamite crystal, and they grow over the time period in the kiln like 4 or 5 hours. You have to hold it at temperature, and they just keep getting bigger and bigger, but you never know what you're going to get. So it's like raku. Raku is very random. You don't know what you're going to get. You can say, well, I'm going to put this glaze there and this glaze there, but you don't know where the cracks are going to be. You don't know where the flow is going to be, and so it's a nice random technique. And this is the high fire version of it, because you never know what you're.
I'm drawn to this.
I am too.
I'm drawn to that one.
So each piece is really kind of one of a kind when you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and ceramics in general is kind of one of a kind. When you can't be a a very anal retentive type of artist and say it's got to look exactly right, because it's like you're not going to be happy when the kiln opens up, but you might be extremely impressed by what happens when you open up the kiln.
I'm like you, Jeremy. I love this.
I don't know why I'm drawn to that, and I'm drawn to the colors as well. And I'm guessing you make these in varieties of colors.
Yes, this is actually a cobalt. It's an element that you basically put in the glaze, and you know that cobalt's going to be blue. How much is how blue, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
So that's one of the controls that you have. Is like, well, it's going to be blue and green, by gosh, and then it comes out terrible, and you're upset, or it comes out beautiful, and you say, well,
You got to be willing to let it be what it is.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful.
Oh, that's so great. Okay, Leslie, one more time, tell people how they can get tickets, when it's happening, a series of timeline of the events.
So the festival is May 7th and 8th, which is Mother's Day weekend. Great time to hang out with Mom. You can buy tickets online ahead of time at springfieldarts.org. You can it's real quick, easy through Eventbrite. Or if you aren't sure what your weekend's going to look like, you can just come onto the street and meet us there, and we'll get you into the festival that way.
Leslie, this is a great idea. Bring your mom, guys, and just buy her what she likes, what she wants. That way she can pick it out. I think that's wonderful.
Take her shopping.
Take her shopping.
Tickets are just $5.
I know,
$5.
and kids under 5 are free.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
And we are going to be tie-dyeing T-shirts for the kids, so you can bring your kids over. We've got a really great process, so it isn't going to be chaos. And maybe a little bit of chaos. So you can tie-dye your T-shirt. We've got a collaborative art piece that kids can try their hand painting with the live artists that we're going to have on the street. They can stand right next to our professional artists who are painting and make their own marks. So there's something really for everyone. You mentioned, dog lovers.
Yeah.
It's a great,
I brought the
great
dogs.
evening, a day to come, and especially with the weather being so nice. A lot of artists have water dishes out for dogs, and so
good.
it's just
Very
great
pet friendly.
community.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I actually have a piece of art that I bought there years ago. I haven't hung yet, but when my house is done, I bought a piece of art from Arts Fest.
I
years
love
ago.
it so much. It's
I
going to be
love
a great weekend.
Yes.
Couldn't ask for more. Thank
Perfect.
you both.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having us.
Wonderful. All right. We'll be back right after this. Stay right there.
I love this
I do
so
too.
much.
Now, I would put a flower arrangement in there.
Oh, you can put anything in that.